The city was already under Zenobia's control. I had to admire her efficiency. Renato shivered at the thought of Zenobia at the mercy of the interrogators. Could he really turn her over to them? But this was war. It wasn't meant to be pretty.
누르면 움직이는구나. 저기 뒤엔 뭐가 있었을까? 다시 올라갈 수 있나? 확인하고 내려왔어야 되는데. 안되네, 망했다. 야, 너무 파밍도 못하고 너무 왔는데? 근데 다 죽었네, 애들이? 아, 지금 전쟁 중인가 보다.
Don't we just agree to disagree? Said Renato. No?
깜짝이야. 열 수 있나? 못 여네. 눈탱이. 저 뒤로 가서 이렇게 죽여야 되든. 눈치 진짜 빠르네.
Well, the eyes have had it.
눈 되게 많네. 이렇게 보는 눈이 많아. 어이, 깜짝이야.
Huh? A lever? That was new. Most people still use doorknobs.
에너지 먹을 곳이 없나? 근데 문이 닫혀버렸네. 아래 토끼 있다.
So, what's this plan of yours? Use me as bait, said Lupino. And he outlined a slightly complicated plan that involved geese, a net, setting the Farfarer a little bit on fire, Lupino dressing as an old blind toad, and Renato hiding inside a monstrous watermelon. What could possibly go wrong? Thought Renato.
영어라서 어렵네.
Oh, this is gonna be fun, said Lupino, as he ran to go set up his marvelous plan. If I craft a sword now, it's gonna be really short.
아직도 부족하네. 소름이다. 한 개도 없군. 스킬도 못 찾고. 근데 또 돌아갈 수는 없네.
Renato felt dubious about the whole plan. With every step, he was waiting for it all to go horribly wrong. But against all odds, Peppino's idiotic plan worked. Zenobia's ravens ran off after the geese, the net dropped, and Renato jumped out of the watermelon and put his sword to Zenobia's throat. Renato, she said, are those new scars? They look good on you. You never returned my velvet jacket. It was my favorite. You look stupid in velvet. Oh, what does an imperial princess know about style? Oh, get a room, you two, said Latino. But the fleet was coming on fast, so they put Zenobia on the Farfarer and took her east, over the Nexus. She'd vanished from Swordfu School, from his life, without even saying goodbye, without ever telling him she was the Emperor's adopted daughter. Ah, Lapina was right, Renato thought reluctantly. She knows things. She recognized his look. You're taking me to the interrogators, aren't you? She said, wide-eyed. And then she jumped, with horror. Renato saw Zenobia plummeting. Then he saw the Nexus below them. Cats always land at their feet. Ah, she'll head for the Imperial outpost, yelled Lapino. You have to catch her.
고양이가 그럼 뛰어내린 건가?
Cats can run faster, but foxes can run longer. If he ran, he could head her off before she reached her minions at the outpost. Well, he did love a good chase. Of all the artisans he was creating employment for, truly, he was a job creator.
다음에 이제 무기 한번 업그레이드 할 수 있겠다.
Who needed bridges anyway?
들어가면 또 괴물들이 나오겠지? 이번 신기한 괴물이다. 뭐지? 아파. 아, 저기였다. 원이 작아지면 터지는구나. 여기서 한번 죽을 것 같네요. 겨우 살았다. 이상한 곳으로 가는 워프를 탔어. 무서운 곳인가?
He could smell her fear. He tried not to think about the interrogators at the secret base. What did they
이런
do
걸
to
뭐
her?
득템이라고 하나? 근데 또 어디 가지?
Maybe he could talk to her. But after all, there were worse things the Imperials had done to friends of his. A crafting bench. Renato wondered what he could make with it.
아, 무기를 바꿨는데 저거 탐나네. R2. 아, R2를 누르면 에너지 같은 게 소비가 되네. 온다.
Renato reached the outpost. The Imperials there were no match for him. Soon after, Zenobia limped up the path. When she realized he was already in front of her, she didn't even try to run. Oh, you left without saying goodbye. Again, he said, please. I'm enjoying this a little too much. She said, shaken. Oh, spare us the chit-chat, would you? Said Lapino as he shackled her hands so she couldn't throw spells. She knows all his plans. All the way back to the Farfarer, Lapino nagged Renato about how the interrogators would pry all the intel out of Zenobia. How that would turn the tides in the imminent battle. All they had to do was take her to the rebel secret base. Renato didn't like to think about what the interrogators would do to her. Couldn't he just talk to her? As they pulled away from the Nexus, Renato could see the fear in Zenobia's eyes. I can't take her to those creatures at the base, he whispered to Lapino. Ah, you've gone soft. Soft in the head. We captured her for what she knows. I'll take her to the mountains. Tell all the horrible things the Emperor's done. Yeah, believe me. She'll turn. And he turned the wheel. The hell you will! Shouted Lapino, and he grabbed the wheel back from him. The two of them wrestled for control of the ship. It shot off like a mad sparrow. Suddenly, Renato was falling. When he came to, Zenobia was standing over him. Why didn't you take me to the base to be interrogated? She demanded. Do you know what's left of people they interrogate? This is some trick, isn't it? To make me fall for you again. Well, I won't. Oh, go on then. Scurry back to your ravens. I can't stop you. But strangely, she didn't. As Renato set off to find the Farfarer, she followed him, keeping just out of sight of the ravens.
고양이는 나와 함께하지 않는군. 아, 무기를 그렇구나.
corrupted story.
완전 싫어.
Caught the lead raven. Now we'll never find out.
휴, 다행이다. 깜짝 놀랐네. 방금 여기 드럼통이 있었지. 가자.
Imagine if you built a house of one of these things. Oh, that would be amazing. It would be like having a boat.
여긴 뭐 못하겠지? 아, 또 나왔네.
But surprisingly, unwounded.
큐브 나왔다. 빨간 큐브인 거 보니까 이걸로 불의감 만들 수 있나 본데. 아, 아파. 아, 졌다. 다시 노란 애부터 죽이자. 그러네, 확실히 노란 놈부터 죽여야지 편하네.
As Renato stopped to sniff the wind, Zenobia came up, still mad. Did you really think you'd just talk me into betraying my father? Oh yeah, sure, that was exactly my plan. Then why aren't you even talking to me? Because I've never talked you into anything in my life. They're gonna court-martial you for letting me go. He caught a whiff of the Farfarer. Wet rope, tar, and a cask of Scobel ale he'd spilt last year. It was that way.
없네. 올라갑시다.
Renato's paws were getting numb. Calaveras really didn't want company, did he? Renato wondered if he should have taken Zenobia to the rebel base for real. Maybe she wasn't playing him after all. After the bleak talk about the Emperor's dark secrets, he was regretting his suspicion. There had to be something useful in these things, didn't there? Sure enough, the Farfarer had crashed in some rocks. There was no sign of Lupino. Zenobia caught up. All that kid stuff in Swordfu School. Look, that's the past. We're adults now. We have duties to other people. We have destinies. What are you talking about? And you are the most arrogant, slow-witted, light-fingered, mercenary, immoral, reckless. Run away with me, said Renato, and he realized he meant it. What? Just like that? She demanded. I will, if you will. So she kissed him. And it was the best kiss he'd ever had. They held hands as they boarded the Farfarer. Renato felt light-hearted, like the winds that were playing the rigging like a balalaika. But Lupino, I need to get back to Lupino, he said, suddenly realizing he could have been captured. A prisoner. He's not. How did you know? He saw something in her eyes he didn't understand. He fell, didn't he? Into the abyss. She looked away, wouldn't answer. But then a bolt smashed through the Farfarer's keel. The broken ship plummeted out of the clouds.